Hi guys, it's Carrie from Rockin' Farm. Well, today I am finally getting to my yarrow and I'm going to dig it up from the flower bed and put it in the raised beds over in the garden area. So it's nice and cool today. We got a nice breeze. I'm not going to even think that it's going to rain because we haven't had rain in at least 3 months. No rain, zero, absolutely none. So if you look at this right here, the real ferny looking plant, that is yarrow. And this right here is the already dead part of it, but it still has some down here. I could possibly make a whole bunch of different plants by popping that off right there. And I might try that. But see, I've got lots of little yarrow in here, and I'll probably always have yarrow in this bed because, as you can see, we have the seed pods in there, and all of those right there are seed pods, and we got more yarrow down there. We got more yarrow here. This right here is a weed that is ever so prevalent here on the farm. Hate that. But I'm gonna dig up this yarrow and take it over to the raised bed garden. I believe that I'm going to try to put some of this yarrow in this raised bed here by the front of the garden. And you have to understand, the garden is at the end of the season. I'm going to have to replace this black. I'm going to hopefully get some landscaping rocks on it, get all this grass mowed. But right now we're just trying to get all of my herbs closer into one area. But I think this is going to be great right here. If you look at this, I knew that yarrow was prolific, but I did not realize how prolific. I had it in that spot for 2 years, and I've got tons and tons of, there's a weed, of plants. So what I'm gonna do, let me show you here. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to plant all of this yarrow into this bed, and hopefully in the spring I can take some of this and plant them in different containers to sell. So I already have some that's already well established instead of small plants, which looks to be pretty simple because it looks like they come out on little branches with like a little root pod already attached, kind of like they're already, like this is the mother plant and they're sending out little suckers all the way around, if you can see that. Let's see, like right here, like that and that. There's one there. So, and see, like they're coming out down here. That's a little one. Hopefully it'll make a big one this summer. And let's pull these weeds up right here. I don't want any more weeds in here. Okay, so we're going to plant all of this yarrow here in hopes to have a great abundance of yarrow in my herb bed, plus be able to sell next spring at the farmers markets. So we're going to get this yarrow planted right here. I'm going to decide to go ahead and pull these off and just go ahead and plant that whole thing in and see what happens. I got a couple there. I don't know about that one. That one doesn't have much fruit. We'll try these. They have a little bit more of a stem on them, and then we'll plant this one. Right, ouch, oh, ant. We'll plant that right in the ground and let that one. Oopsie. Okay, I've still got another ant on me. Whew. Okay, so we'll see how this grows, and then we'll try these individually and see how they grow. We'll come and water them in real good. I'm leaving this basil in just because it still has just enough time to go ahead and flower for some of the pollinators that are still out, so I'll leave that there. Okay. Okay, so you can see where I've planted up all of the yarrow, and hopefully this will fill in really well, and we'll be able to use some of the plants as plant starts for the farmers markets in the spring. But we've got quite a bit of yarrow up here along with their seed pods, so they'll probably be dropping some more seeds, and this will probably end up with more yarrow. Let's see if we can see. Looks like that's already gone. Maybe some more self-seeding later. Looks like all the seeds are kind of falling out of that. Okay. All right, guys, the next thing we're going to do today, we are going to try to move my lavender plant from my green stalk over to the raised herb bed garden in the large garden. So let me flip you around and show you what it looks like, because we did the, what did we move? The rosemary. We moved the rosemary last week from this spot. Today we're going to try to do the lavender. So this green stalk has had it for the year, but I still have my lavender right there. I want to go ahead and try to get that big lavender plant out of there, because this is a very small spot for it and it needs some more space to grow. We got that out pretty good. As you could tell, the root ball was really large. I had to cut it out, but this is a good place for it to start growing bigger, and a better place for me to be able to enjoy the fragrance and harvesting the lavender. You can see it's kind of leaning a little bit the way it was in that green stalk. It's been in there way too long. I probably should have. Let's plant that a little bit deeper. There we go. Okay, we'll cut this back and kind of get these to look a little nicer, and I think we'll water them in and we'll be done with this for the day. Okay guys, thanks for joining me today as I moved my yarrow and my lavender to my herb raised beds in the large garden. And guys, thanks for joining me, and make what you have beautiful.